Hi guys, Scatlink here. Welcome to my modding showcasing sub-series, Hats Off to You, a series of which we try out community-created hats, costumes, functions, singular levels, full chapters, or time rifts created by the Hat in Time fan community via the Steam Workshop. This will also include any challenge roads of which will have their own video dedicated to earning ourselves a trophy, of which would otherwise be permanently missed. I am struggling to keep on top of this because of other stuff that I've got going on the channel. You would think that with the last one being 8 levels long, that would be the last one to do. But no, and guess what? I'm not changing costume, because funnily enough, it fits. We have yet more water to deal with. That particular modding gem really got a lot of mileage, but that's not the theme for today. And, you know, this might actually come as a shock to you, but I'm going to need a player's keyboard for this. Yeah, that's the theme for this challenge road. I cannot use a controller. Well, you can, technically, for the final of the 3 levels that we've got going on, but I'm going to have to play with keyboard and mouse, and I don't normally do that. So, oh, okay, so that's how you go into first person, just like that. It's the mouse wheel, if you have one, which you should do. So, what do we have? We have 3, all revolving around keyboard usage. Technically, you can play Manor trapped without a keyboard, but you won't be able to jump, and that's required. So, yeah. Let's go through them all, shall we? And we got like a fancy menu here from the Creator DLC, which we haven't heard anything for, by the way, since all these challenge roads have been going down. Manor trapped, the escape room, by... it doesn't say... by Catcube, a familiar face. This does not work with the controller. It kind of works, but you can't jump, and you need to do that. Search, click, and grab your way through a spooky escape room. Hat Kid wakes up in a strange manner, and the way out seems to be locked behind multiple puzzles. Leave your no stone unturned. Can you solve the puzzles and escape the manor? Extra credits. Samisha for making the point and interact framework that was used in this mod. Kanromi for making the conversion text input checker. S-Pop for being an escape room expert and giving me tips, so he has done at least 2 escape rooms. Is that on Escape Room Simulator on PC, or is that actually in real life? Because Simplicorio's done quite a few escape rooms, same as Salt Viking, my own Nan, so they've done quite a few. Hatlag for playtesting, Super Inklink for playtesting, and Super Cool Sonic for playtesting. So, yeah, we've got ourselves an escape room, and yes, some things are randomised, so they will not be the same as what I have done before. I mean, the puzzle will be the same, but the actual context of what you have to do for the puzzle is randomized. I'll get into it when we actually get into it. Version 1.0.2, so it's actually pretty accurate here. Then we have Hat Kid in Typer Shark by Samisha. We just had you as a credit for the previous level. This mod is only playable with a keyboard and mouse. Story. Some girl goes with the conductor to get a blue emerald from a sunken ship. A chaos emerald? During her journey, she'll be facing a lot of dangerous fish, and most importantly, sharks who find her rather a delicious treat. She'll be using her trusty keyboard warrior skills to get the blue emerald and save the day, coming soon in the movie Typer Shark. How to play. Yep, it's one of those type of games where you're going to be basically typing out what is on screen to clear off the obstacles to win. And I don't play most of those games, and even though my typing speed is pretty okay, I do a lot of typos, so I need to go a bit slower for that, just for accuracy. You should see how fast Kazoo types, it's crazy. You just hear and he's already typed in like 5 words. Each shark has letters/words on their body. Simply type the word appearing on them to get them eliminated. Don't take too long, as they'll eventually attack you when getting close. So be quick and remember to finish each word, because once you start writing one, you have to finish it. There are 5 difficulties made especially for a variety of people, from completely trivial to help anyone who doesn't know how to type. So those actually write college essays. It's all there. If you find anything inappropriate for certain words, because I believe once again they are randomized, especially generated ones, please let me know and I'll remove them out of the list, so thank you for your understanding. We can actually change our difficulty here, because there is a menu in the mod that allows us to change it while we're inside. But I'm going to keep it normal, because that seems fair. And then we have Monkey Ball Escape from Hell by Worty100. Another familiar face. Seems to be nothing but familiar faces today. Monkey swore and was sent to hell. Such is a fate for those who swear. But Monkey is trying to escape. Join him in his escapade. Control Monkey and roll to victory. Keyboard and controllers are supported, but keyboard is heavily advised. Worty for models, level design and gameplay. Daniel CNR for models, textures, and being a good boy. Bitby, we haven't heard from him in a while since Vanessa's Curse, I believe, for voice acting, but the Snatcher does not appear in this. Neon Lair for music. VS Void Spartan for music. And Khan Romy once again for custom Kismet nodes, probably this, similar to what they did for the controls of the Manor escape. And that's a lot. So, our first purely keyboard episode of A Hat in Time, first keyboard episode of Hats Off to You, and the first challenge road, all to do with keyboard. Let's go.
What? Huh?
It's like we're stuck in the middle of Vanessa's Manor. So yeah, I'm not going to lie, when I first heard that this was going to be keyboard only, I did actually panic, because I was thinking Pink Sunrise, if you remember that level. But yeah, as you can see, we can't use our hats, the wheel is disabled, but we can press space to jump. We can double jump, and stuff that we can interact with, we can just click. That's a 5. I think those are randomised as well, because I don't... This one, number 6, yeah, definitely randomised. So... basically, we've got to find clues in order to solve certain puzzles in order to get further into the manor so we can leave. That we can't interact with. Bunch of books here. You pick out a red book with an exclamation mark on the cover. First page reads, "Read this now or you might be in danger. To all the one persons who brought this book, you are in severe danger of information." Boring. Pick out a blue book with a heart on the cover. There's no heart on that cover. First page reads, "Love is everywhere. There's a couple of every pair. 2 flowers wait for a couple of bees. 2 hot dogs are placed in the grill while a couple of hungry customers await. 2 examples of love around every corner. Who knows? You might be the next couple." Yeah. Well. So first of all, what I want to do is start moving all these pictures, because we have a puzzle to open up a safe. We have 6 pictures, and if we look behind us, there's a... well, I was about to say Freddy Fazbear, but it's not really. It's Hat Kid's heart. Well, Care Bear, I guess, because it's got a heart on the front. That's a picture here. But they have numbers next to them. So we need to find out what numbers go with which photo, and then whatever's not there is what the clock one is. So we need to go into the next room here. Oh, that's how we move it. That's that one's number 3. We can't move any faster than this. Number 4. Number 2. Right, so... rolling meat is number 2. Tower is number 3. And nothing seems to be number 1, so that has to be this clock, so... what we need to do is... oh, we can just double jump. I keep forgetting that. There we are. So, it is... clock, rolling meat, tower, and then we have, what was number 4 again? It'll be the one that wasn't in there, but can't actually see due to the lighting. Oh yeah, it's the, what was it, Salvador Dali painting, I think it is, or M.C. Escher. So it's that one. There, and space. And there we are! We got in! We got a key! Alright, so where we need to take this key is the next door that we bump into. There's a big padlock here. A little bit of a shame that we can't use Nico's light bulb to light the way, but that's just how it is. Alright, so... a nice comfy bed here. There's a piece of paper in this cage, but we can't seem to get it. There's a small engraving under the light. It reads sitting room, kitchen, and the bedroom. What does that mean? Well, if we start platforming around the place... Actually, I forget where the one is for this room. It's up here, isn't it? Oh god, I can't see. I hate it when that happens. Okay, why am I having trouble climbing all of a sudden? There we are. I want to get on top of the bed here. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Oh, come on, really? The problem is, you can't really judge where you are, and you can't wall climb either. Yeah, there's a switch on top of the bed. We press that, and one of the nodes is lit. So we need to find buttons before we can continue on, because we don't even know what this puzzle is all about. So we need to do a bit more searching. So there's one in the kitchen. Let's climb up here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, bird's eye view. Maybe on the table. I actually forget where the switch is. Give me a second. Is it not up here? Why can't I remember where the switch is right now? Well, I'll go get the other one. The switch for the living room is underneath here. You hold control, is it? Yeah, control. Wait, hang on a minute. Oh, the switches! Okay, I did not realise the switches are randomised. Because in my practice on my personal file, there was a switch under here and I couldn't figure out how to crouch. So it is random. Okay, so this... I knew that the order of the pictures would be random because they're donated with numbers. And I had a feeling that would be random. But I didn't realise this puzzle would be random as well. So I have no idea where these buttons are. That's why I couldn't find them in the places that I found them last time. So I've now got to be very thorough. Ah! As soon as I say that, I find the one for the living room. Okay, that was a lot easier than the one underneath the piano, because I couldn't find that last time. Now I've got to scour this room. For a second, I thought that's where it was, because it was glowing. Probably just the ambient lighting from the handle. We can interact with this, so if we open that up, we got cookies and symbols of hats. Yeah, we want to memorize that for that panel of... Oh, whoops, that panel of hats that we found before. But before we do that, we still need to find that switch. So let's do one thing at a time. I can't move. There we go. Okay, we can't crawl underneath the table. Not seeing where this could be. I move stuff on the table. I'd never had to try that before. Ah. Actually do not know where this one could be. At least we don't get burned. I don't think you can actually get hit in this level. Literally just puzzle solving. The problem is, I don't know where the switch is randomised into this room, so I'm having a little bit of trouble here. Oh, jump on the thing! There we go. It's a box of carrots. Oh! It was in between the barrels. Sneaky. Alright, so now we've done that. Let's have a look at this. So... Right, so... Sprint hat, ice hat, sprint hat, dweller mask. Oh, bloody hell, I keep doing that. Right. Sprint. Right, sprint, dweller, ice, sprint. Sprint, dweller, ice, sprint. There we go. So that's half of that done. And that powered the cage. We can now pick this up. If we stand still, we have some sort of translation sheet. That'll be useful for later on. For now, let's go do the last half of this puzzle. Again, I did not realise those button placements would be random. That's something I didn't know of. I mean, to be fair, I don't actually know what is randomised. This was a guess, but it made sense to me. This puzzle as well makes sense to me. So every puzzle was randomised. I didn't think the buttons would have been. Right, so Dweller hat, ice, sprint. Dweller hat, ice, sprint. Boop.
Got him.
Nice. Alright, so, bunch of arrows pointing toward that glitchy screen. If we were to go back into that room, that wasn't there. That's markings that we can only see through this one-way window. However, there is a password. So that's AM, so AM.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Are you actually kidding me? I don't believe it. Do you know what the password is? I had to cut because I had to write it down in a notepad, but because I was getting a bit confused. But yeah, that is extremely sus, and that wasn't even planned. Again, that's random. As you can see, the graffiti's not up there. Oh boy. This game's just messing with me at this point. We don't need the cheat sheet anymore, it doesn't seem. Exit! Final puzzle. The keypad. Now this may look a bit confusing. It looks like we do need the symbol still. What is that letter? It's G. That's 7 already, so... But we don't need to do that right now. We need to start with the number, follow the line, and find out how many pumpkins there are in the entire level. So that's our first puzzle. So that's 1 pumpkin. Actually, is that the only pumpkin? It might actually be. There are pumpkins in here. There might have been a pumpkin in here, and I just wasn't paying attention. No, that's a turkey. I think that might be the only pumpkin. At the very end. Well, that's easy. So, number 1 is, funnily enough, number 1. Right, so number 2 is... the number of the tower painting, which I believe was number 3. It is. Hope you don't mind me backtracking, because we can't really fail this. Number 3 is the number of sprint hats. So that is to the fridge and find out how many sprint hat icons there are. I think there was about 2. No, 1. So it's 1, 2, 3. It was 3. There we are. Number 4, follow that all the way around town, and that was G, which I believe was 7. It's the 7th letter of the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yep, that is 7. So number 4 now. No, wait, we just did number 4. It's number 5 now. And that is a book about crowns. We were reading a couple of books, but we didn't read them all. So we need to find one with crowns. But that one was about danger with an exclamation mark. That one was a heart. Ah, green one sticking out. You might be the one. Well, let's go with this one first. Pick out a purple book with a star on the cover. The first page reads, "Become your own star. You'll be kicking yourself for not knowing these 5 simple steps to launching your work to the forefront of the galaxy." Ha! How did I... That was my mouse double-clicking. I was about to say, I don't remember clicking that again. Pick out a green book with a crown on the cover. The first page reads, "Sell crowns, get rich quick." If I can make 7 million pawns by just selling a few silly little crowns, imagine how much you can make by selling your whole stack. Interesting. We're looking for a number in the books, and that number is the clue, and in that case, it was number 7. And finally, number 6, we follow that around. 6 plus 1, it's 7. There's a lot of 3s and 7s in this code.
All mine.
Well, they didn't unlock the door. Ah! The piano! With the fancy key! There we go. We can now leave! And that is the escape room. And it's got a lot of replay value because every puzzle, including the buttons, which I didn't realise the buttons would have been, are randomised. So you can play this multiple times and it'll be different almost every time. A very good mod, in my opinion. Also, as the author bin here, there's clovers everywhere. This is jazzy. It's not smooth jazz, but it's jazzy. And I can get down with that. Hey there, lass. Good we can make it to this spot in one piece. If you were paying attention instead of sleeping the whole ride, this area is filled with too many sharks that keep attacking the ship as we progress deeper into their own territory. And that's because we want to get the blue mermaid emerald. It is said that the ship that carried it has sunk at this location at the bottom of the ocean 300 years ago. Within almost all the budget spent making movies through the years. Your mission is simple, lassie. You're going down to there and get the blue mermaid emerald. Don't worry, you'll get a keyboard to eliminate those sharks before they can eat you. So, lass, are you ready to embark on the depths of the ocean to get the blue mermaid emerald? I'm not going to adjust the difficulty, but I'm going to obviously show off the dialogue. I need a click. There you go, so that's what it is. We're going to do normal for now. And let's do it. You can actually use the wheel to scroll. I'm learning things about keyboard controls. Alright, lass. You'll hopefully come back in one piece. If you ever come back to begin with. Don't you want the emerald? Rude? Also, I expect a healthcare package. Or some form of insurance. And there we go. So we've just got to type stuff in order to go. You can see your progress on the left side of the screen. Sometimes you get a bit of gibberish. Sometimes you get one letter fishies. Sometimes you get words. Sometimes you just get pure gibberish, which will mess with your typing. And you might want to prioritise the fish that are close to you, because you'll have a lot less... Wait, what? Okay, they had a couple of extra hit points. That was a bit rude. The only problem is I'm not going to be able to keep on talking while I've got to look down and focus. So here comes the gibberish. No, if... I mean, you get score, but I don't think you actually get anything special for doing it. But if you notice, your health bar only says 3, not 4. Yeah, they actually reduce your maximum health for this particular level. So, I don't know if you can actually die if it counts as a death. It probably does. So, you might have to do the escape room again if you die. But I haven't actually died, so... There we go. I put in clucks, not ooks. Paper! Right, we're only halfway, and it's getting a bit silly at the moment. Nope. I don't know if you get, like, health rewards if you manage to recover yourself pretty well. Because I'm been at max health and I haven't lost any yet, I don't actually know. I think I took only one hit in my practice, but... Oh, what cajolement? I don't even know that word. Extolment. Punishment. Oh, that was close. 3 ponds awarded. I think you just get money, which we don't need. And there's plenty of other ways to get money as well in this mod, honestly. We're almost at the bottom. Yeah, the background actually does show that we are sinking slowly. Oh, also, have you noticed that we were actually filling in a lot of words at the same time there? Yeah, that can happen. There we go. And thankfully, you don't have to go back up to the top. You just have to get to the bottom, and we have done it. There we go. Bonus stage. Yep, just keep typing, and you get a pond for every word you get right. Oh, Pac-Man. Wow. Never seen that show up before. Waxiness. Ew. Gather. Pick. Sleight of hand is not my strong suit. Heck. No. Yep. I'll end on that. Yep. You got the Blue Mermaid Emerald! I don't believe there are any others to grab. We're 1 out of 7 steps closer to becoming super. Well done, lass! I knew you could count on you. As a reward, here's one of those thingamajigs you really like. You deserved it. And my conductor voice and terrible Scottish accent is as bad as ever. But yeah, there we are. That was easy enough, I guess. And that was only on normal difficulty. Almost lost a couple of hits there, but thankfully our maximums got back up to 4, so we're not going to suffer. I was trying to jump into it and I was pressing every other button. Now, because I've got nothing in the riff roulette, I don't know if you get any spins for the other 2 levels, and I'm not going to be able to find that out until I install more stuff into the riff roulette. But this level does, because obviously in my practice/personal file, I haven't cleared out the entirety of every single mod. Sod off. Welcome to Monkey Ball, Escape from Hell. Please choose your desired control device. Keyboard is recommended by DevWorty100. And I will do keyboard for the spirit of the thing, and that's how I practice this as well. Aight, enjoy. What are you, old Viking? Abadna is the window to the soul. Monkey. Look at that model. Hello, me monkey. Hell no, Badna. Monkey must escape. Time to roll. Look at those shades! Yeah, it is basically Monkey Ball. The difference is, though, is that... no ketchup, Badna! Monkey. Those loading screens are amazing. Yeah, very, very Monkey Ball. And I haven't actually played much Monkey Ball, but as you can see, if I just hold forward, which is with the arrow keys, by the way, you don't really need anything else other than... Oh yeah, I'd see. We do get the tutorial, so don't worry about that. You're not timed either, so that's not a problem. And there are no death wishes either, thank heck for that. Yeah, there we are, so that's the Z button to jump. So, yeah, the levels don't tilt. You just move yourself. So you haven't got to worry about the camera going all over the place while you're doing this. I don't know if that was like limitations or if that was an actual design choice, but yeah, you can see. Obviously, not exactly analog input because I'm using arrow keys, but you know, at least we have a little bit more tighter control on our turns. You know, when we start, it doesn't actually look like we're going to go straight forward. Also, this will not crumble beneath us, don't worry. Just take your time. There's literally no rush. There we go. You know, if we're already flying out of hell after we clear one gate, why do I have to keep doing more? Okay, so we've got some platforms here, quite suspended, over a bottomless chasm. They're going to start moving soon, and soon they'll even have holes, so... things can get really screwy. But thankfully we don't take any damage if we void out. We have infinite tries. You can't time out, you can't game over. There's no risk here. It's just get through it. And I think that's really good for having, like, as I said, I was worried when I first saw that this entire challenge road has to be played with keyboard and mouse. And I'm like, I've never played a Hat in Time with keyboard and mouse, so I've got to learn a whole new control scheme and be good in order to beat a challenge road, which could have very difficult levels in it. No, these are pretty chill, and this is a good, but it's still challenging because there's no way to skip them and cheese them. And this is like learning a whole new game. So, I mean, in my opinion it is, because like I said, I haven't really played much Monkey Ball. And speaking of never playing Monkey Ball, there's a bit of jankiness for you. You don't move with the platforms, but if you just time your jumps, you can go straight forward and make it. So when a platform is moving, you don't move with it. And the ball that you're in doesn't move along with it either, like to make you think that you're staying put. You literally have to move with it, which is kind of annoying. I don't really like that. And as you saw there, I had to actually jump for safety just to make that. And I was moving along with the platform. Alright, so this looks like a very complicated level, but honestly, you can just go straight forward and just time your jumps. You don't need to do anything fancy. And I don't think there's any collectibles in this level either, because I didn't see any tokens, even though there could have been some tokens around. Other than that particular level, and maybe this level as well, there's not much multiple choice. Yeah, this one's a pretty big one. Actually looks like one of those fortresses in the, Minecraft. What was it? The Nether? No, is it the Nether? I think it might be the Nether. The lava place. I'm not very well versed in Minecraft. It's mostly been mods. And as will be on the nerd mode, just so you know. Also, even though that these are just flat textures, the glow that these rocks have is awesome looking. Oh, well. I'm not playing Fallout. Well, that set me back quite a ways. Let's give that another go. But yeah, the orange lighting on these buildings does have a bit of a bloom effect to the lighting as well. And like these cracks in the floor here, you can see that they're kind of glowing with a bit of a bloom effect. It's pretty cool, honestly. Yeah, you can actually climb up on these blocks and go a different route, but I always go down this way because it's just easier. Yeah, because look, if we stop right here and just look over there, see, I don't see any tokens. So, it's a bit of a big level that all just funnels into the one spot anyway. Multi-choice. And there's levels, I believe, multi-choice as well. I just go this way because this is the way I'm used to. Oh, I did it again! I jumped when it went in. Sorry about that, I opted to cut out the travel because I didn't really have much to say doing that again. There we are, we got past that one now. Bit of perilous climbing here, but since we're not tilting the level and we literally just move ourselves, yeah, look, physics have not really any power over us. We are Monkey, and we overpower physics. It's not banana. I just like how absurd that is. How funny it is. It's a meme. We made it to the top of the castle! And we have the lava nana! And with that, we've completed only half of this mod. A bad now is the window to the soul. Monkey. Ready? We have made it out of hell, and we need the normal bananas in order to secure our fate, I guess. There's only one problem with that, though. One of the springs near the very end is kind of buggy, from my experience. Also, if they're flat, you can just run into them and they'll trigger, which is great, because that means you can already build up your speed. There we are, easy. If they are a little bit elevated, like you have to actually jump onto them, then that can be a little bit more awkward, because you would have to build up your speed in mid-fall. Oh, well, we just snapped to the floor beneath us. Yeah, and again, there's literally no physics here, so you don't kind of like careen down here. You have total control. So, take advantage of that. Be clean about it. Oh, well. I thought I pressed the jump button there, I probably didn't, or I bounced a little and it screwed me over. Let's try it again. In fact, this particular level reminds me of one of those golf levels where you're walking on the ball to free the Power Star in Mario Galaxies 1 and 2. Which, funnily enough, they could act like slides as well, because you did get slides in that game as well. Yeah, that was the bit I messed up on, and through the goal! Where did we go? We actually fell, because we weren't on ground to begin with to get launched. Hey, this seems fun, don't it? You gotta go with it. Don't go too fast, obviously, to outrun it, but that's what we need to do. And I pretty much did that in one. This could be a bit panicky. Right, we'll just skip that bit, and she rides! With a sparkly bottom. Every time we launch, we have a sparkly bottom. Okay, so now we got some, Mario Sunshine secret level shenanigans here. Good luck, I guess. Right, so there's one way that I like to do this. And it's, when this moves out, I jump onto this one. And then I jump again, and I just rolled it to the end, and there we go. But don't push forward here, because you need to land on this bit in particular. Let's see. When that all clumps together like so, I jump, and I went too fast. I just keep holding forward, because it's just funny to watch. Yeah, this is a bit of a difficult one, I will admit. Right, this is where I'm going to go. That was silly. The thing is, you don't move with them, and that's what messes me up the most, because it's like, I'm on solid ground, and then the platform moves, and I don't go with it, but the ball that I'm in doesn't move in the opposite direction either, so you just get left behind, and it's like, why? I'll do it. Where else do we... Oh, the goal's just over there. That's a bit cheeky. Cheeky, because it's a cheeky monkey. Alright, the Swiss cheese platform. Don't like this. Yep, do not go with it. You want to go against the grain, otherwise you will not make it. And you need to be near the outer edge in order to have a proper chance on making the jump to the end. But going down the middle is the quickest way. So you have to kind of like half balance it. Yeah, I didn't do that right at all. This is like one of the ones that gave me the most trouble, honestly. Funnily enough, hell wasn't hell. That was easy. That was the tutorial levels. Yeah, it couldn't have been like Kid Icarus. Yeah, I'm too far away. Ah! Maybe if I was moving a little bit more left, I would have made it? I don't know. It's hard to judge it sometimes. Even at max roll speed. Ah! Okay, I thought I was fine there. Oh, I pressed jump! Come on! Yeah, this level gets annoying really quickly for me. Alright, let's... I press jump, there we go. I end up mashing jump a lot more than I probably should. That'll do it. There we go. Alright. So that was one of those two. We've got to do another one of those in a bit. Now, this one is incredibly precarious. And here's the thing. When you start, it doesn't look like you're going to go straight forward. It looks like you're off-center. You are. You will go straight forward, though. You are fine. So we'll just do a jump here. Do another jump to skip that entirely, because we don't want to be dealing with that. Didn't pull back enough there. So I didn't land on the very thin platform that they expect you to land on there. It's like you bounce. You want to complete stop, and then you want to just ever so slightly move forward. Like that, there we are. Nope, not enough. There we go. And which way is it? Either way, but I don't feel like going up that slope, thank you very much. So I will be going in this direction and making the jumps. Whichever way suits you more, I'd rather be in control completely and not have to rely on changing elevations, and I just jump to clear them like that. corner here. That'll do. And we want to go full tilt for this one. Let's get myself aligned. Here we go! Nailed it! Alright, this one looks thin and precarious, but this one's actually decently wide, so you can give yourself decent speed and just tap left and right. In fact, I reached max speed there and I was still going. I could have continued. Now, the goal was actually on here, which is something I don't like, but we've seen that before with one of the blue rifts of a Hat in Time's base game. So I'm going to go now. There we go. And it bugged and we fell. It's fine. It won't void us out because we've already got the goal. And this is the one that gave me the most problems. Now, you wouldn't think that there would be much problems, really, because, like, you know, you just follow it around, you just roll into this, and it would trigger. It didn't trigger for me there, but, it can trigger just by rolling into it. Or that one in particular, you can. So, I'm just gonna not jump, apparently. I got that one. But now, this is the weird one. Even though this block and this spring are exactly the same, for some reason it tends to be a bit more buggy and there's like a weird force field around the spring. Look at this! What is that all about? I was hovering above it that entire time, and I still somehow salvaged that. Like, seriously, why am I not bouncing on the spring? This is dumb. This is the only problem I have with this level. Once it's out of the challenge road, you need to fix that, mate. Because it just doesn't make sense why that doesn't trigger. When it does trigger, I'm not ready for it. And, oh, whoa, okay. I kind of got warped to the other side of it. Oh, come on. Just bounce me up there. I have to keep doing this balancing act. Just because it won't let me do it. Right, let's just keep jumping. There we go, that did it. I didn't actually void out, I'm surprised, because sometimes it just chucks me straight in the pit, like at mock speed. Which it almost did, but I managed to break out of it. And this is the second, well, I say second Swiss cheese platform, but there's actually 3 of them here. Right, now this is the problem. Follow it round. No! If I jumped once more, I would have made it there. Would have done that in one, that would have been magical. I believe this is... Yeah, there's bananas there, so this is the final level. So the two last levels will probably give me the most trouble. Which I guess makes sense, but the semi-final level, the one with those 2 blocks, the second block, which is the same as the first block, for some reason just has a bit of wonky collision, and I don't understand why. It's the same asset. Why does it have like a weird force field around the spring that you need to use to beat the level? Anyways, enough about that. Talking about that level is making me mess up on this level. I just gotta go, really. Gotta get to the other side at least. It'll be helpful if the end is on this side. Ah, oh, read the edge. I don't know why it has to tell you twice. It's like I already knew I fell out. I mean, you got it right in my face. Yeah, I screwed that up. I literally followed the hole. I'm not cutting this one out because this is the final level. Just gotta figure it out here. I normally just keep chucking myself at it until I get it. That'll do it. Got it! Banana gate! Ooh, ooh, ah, ah, monkey. Monkey home. Oh, no ball. Ooh, hellbagna. You may not want to eat those, I may send you back. And we just randomly get the timepiece. With a nice glow of the sun. And there we are. We have all 38 challenge roads now done. 38! They must have to stop at 40. They must have. Unless they plan on going to 50 and locking it in there. But I don't know. Anyways, with these 3 challenge road levels added to the pile if you beat them all separately to get their mod rift tokens, for this project, we would have 151 tokens at this point. That is insanity. But that doesn't really matter. All that matters is we have another trophy to add to our collection. So, I'll see you guys next time for more Hack Time mods and anything else we do on the channel. See you guys then.